I'm gonna go with intermediary plane of existence.
But here we have a familiar face. You just saw him talking about the last game. It's Maurice.
Will hurt him.
Uh,
He doesn't actually look like Mario.
doesn't look like Mario holding the portal gun. But Maurice, been in 4 mystery tournaments so far. Has made it to top 8 in every tournament that he's joined. Won MT14. Placed second in the first MT he joined. Has an incredible win rate. Very scary competitor. Dormiens, on the other hand, not terrible. 43% win rate. As you can see, sometimes it's really hard to even just get 1 win. So even having just 3 is still pretty good. Joined in MT15. And took 35th in MT16. So did pretty well. So assuming probably those 3 wins came in MT16.
That does sound reasonable. Which means, yeah, there's always the potential.
But these aren't our only 2 racers. Because we've got a double. Because we've also got BrightShadow versus Bungaboo. BrightShadow, 53% win rate. First joined in MT13 and took 26th in MT16. So pretty good. 9 wins, 8 losses. Having an above 50% win rate is pretty good. Having exactly 50% win rate makes you Bungaboo, who's our other competitor who joined in MT16.
Nice segue.
So this should be a fairly interesting match where we've got pretty much, I won't say Maurice is a seasoned veteran because he's only been around for 4 MTs when we have some people who've been around for twice that amount. But in regards, we kind of have 2 experienced racers versus 2 relatively newer racers.
Is it that he's not a seasoned veteran, or that the people who have been around longer aren't?
The people who've been around longer are Andy. No.
But yeah, BrightShadow, best place from 26th MT16. So, you know, that they've proven that they can go the distance if they're given a clean shot.
And I believe, yeah, these are Maurice's match. I believe is a winners 3 match, and BrightShadow and Bungaboo is a winners 2 match. But this will be their first match since how the bracket worked this time with our extra competitors.
I am seeing another commonality between these matches. Both left side competitors decide to go transparent backgrounds.
And I know, like, it's clearly just a face, but Bungaboo's picture makes me think of those one images where, like, if you're looking at just the white space, it's something, but if you look at the black space, it's another image entirely.
It's a lady holding a vase.
And yeah, Bungaboo did take a victory against Malkier in Dharma Dojo. A very close match that could have gone either way. BrightShadow yet to have a match yet, so this is BrightShadow's first match. On the other side, Maurice has had 1 match in Dream Disc, which was kind of a mini golf light game, where Dormiens beat Fast Fruit Man in Billy's Blockbuster, which I did not watch that. What is that?
Was that the edition? Was that the math game? There was a math game that played a little bit like Ahsoka Ban or a Baba Is You, where you were constructing.
Yeah, that was that game.
That was that game. Okay, yeah.
Oh, interesting.
So the game that got pulled, I guess I somehow on the backup sheet made it so it had two different versions on two different consoles, and they were combined somehow. So the stuff didn't match up. The goals pointed to the wrong sort of game. Instead of just guessing, we got to redraw again.
No.
This is incredible.
So we're back to redrawing, and this one's my fault.
Yeah, what kind of monster would do that ID?
Apparently me. I have like 100 backup. That's pretty good. That's pretty good that this is the first disaster backup that we've come across, honestly. I'm pretty happy with that.
Unless there's an actual redraw named disaster, and then that's like the best disaster we've got.
Don't know. One time Maurice and I submitted a game called Abomination. And that was okay. It was okay. Not good enough to be brought back, but
You know, if they get to 10 redraws, just throw them a reject.
that would be way too mean.
Here you go, kids.
10
Have fun with...
10 redraws, the next one's on me.
Yeah. Have fun with Metal Jack.
Yes, this is a good game. I hope this gets... No, not blind from a... Not Maurice or BrightShadow.
Oh, is it Dormiens who's played it, or...
Bungaboo has played it.
Bungaboo played it. At some point, it's just going to be a CSGO deathmatch for all 4 competitors. Person to 50 kills wins.
10 rechecks, you have to play level 21 through 40 of Glabus. That's awesome. That's a good... If you get 20 rejects, you have to play Adventure Ball.
Yeah, I've only had, I think BTS and I got into a redraw hell last year in MT16. And then I remember, I think Zenik and I in MT15 ran out of games that were in the pool.
We got it. We got a game, folks.
So we not only got it, I just got hit with like an immense wave of nostalgia.
Oh, you've played this?
I had this game when I was a kid, and I know nobody. I've never seen it anywhere else.
It was once an MT, and it's back today.
I'm excited to see what it is. I like to stay in the mystery until you hit that button.
It requires an analog controller. That'll be your hint until we switch over.
And then it's like, well, I don't have an analog controller. Time to re-up.
They went for that first. They said that. I mean, Mooware said that first. So
yeah, obviously. But excited to see what we get. We've talked a little bit about the racers. We got some fun stuff coming up. We got more matches in MT. I guess we can drop... I think we have another match after this one, if I'm not mistaken.
It's been an embarrassment. Picture.
We link pictures so we don't have to find them every time, and then that's wrong. That's okay. All the rest of the stuff is right, I think.
Wait, what happened?
The picture on the draw list is wrong. So this is not that big of a deal. I just have to grab the right picture. No big.
And do we have more pictures of dice?
That game was literally called Dice the Dice Game. And so there's no... You're not finding a picture of that game. I'm sorry.
Wow.
No, you do what Maurice does. Launch the game, take a screenshot, and that's your picture.
Yeah, I would have... apparently that even had to get redrawn, so that's a sad story.
The Dice Game PC box art, weird box art. Dice.
Also, that was an arcade game, so there is no box art, so it's difficult to find stuff.
You've got... they also released Platformer, the platformer game. the puzzle game, and FPS, the visual novel game.
So they had. Oh God.
Sorry, you were about to tell a story and then just
No,
stopped.
no. I'm trying to think of it that doesn't. That they still had the goal from the previous game in there, and it was just. I'll talk about when the game itself is. Can I talk about it? That's technically.
No, we might end up doing that goal. We got to keep that a secret.
Yeah. That's a shame because it's a really funny goal.
Moon Crystal is an interesting NES game. It has really good sprite animation. I don't know if the game is that good, but it does look nice. I haven't played it.
I think the gameplay on that is pretty decent for a NES. Action brawler, sort of.
Yeah.
It's not the worst.
But yeah. So chat, how's your 2023 going? We're 2 days into it. I'm probably already failing my resolution of seeing more theater. Haven't done that yet. Had opportunities to, but decided that my bed was more comfortable. So starting off this year really successfully.
I mean, you're just speaking truths. Your bed is more comfortable. Why would you go outside of it?
So I'm just here holding a Jirachi plush, getting ready for some mystery. That's what my 2023 is so far, and holding on to. I'm just here killing time until all of our racers are set up. You can see
It's a decently large game, so it's gonna be a while. The download can take a while.
Decently large. All right.
Not like huge, but CD based. I'll give that away.
Travels. You got a tight 5. You can.
I don't do stand up, but I guess I could try. No,
Yeah,
terrible idea. Terrible idea.
What's the deal with video games?
Have you ever noticed when you push the A button down too hard and sometimes it gets stuck because you got too much peanut butter on your hands? What's the deal with peanut butter being sticky with gamers?
I will start this set by saying all the setups, and then I will transition into all of the punchline.
Are we doing avant-garde stand-up comedy?
I mean, could.
I mean, I theoretically had the idea of doing an improv show where all you do is just get suggestions and you're not actually doing any scene work. You're just constantly
you just keep asking them. You just keep going, yeah, and what's their name? Oh yeah, and what do they do? You just like keep asking them for more stuff.
So it's, yeah, essentially. And then at the end, you just do one scene with just nothing. And then that's, I mean, one of the dumb shows I did was a show called 100 Scenes, where literally we just did 100 scenes. We had 25 minutes to do them, which breaks down to it being about 10 to 15 seconds a scene. And it's not very long if you also account for transitions and all of that. By the end, we would be exhausted. And then the other joke would be we would never actually hit 100. We told the tech person to cut us off around like 95 to 99. Because it was much funnier that way.
I'm just wondering how many of those scenes were just
Screaming? Just saying
Yeah.
one line?
yes.
A lot. One time
Or
I got stuck in a chair during half of the set. There was a counter, so we had a projector with the tech person hitting the button every time we did a scene. So it would go up so the audience would know where we were at. And we would constantly reference it and the timer that we could see, but the audience couldn't. But we would announce how much time is left because we'd be panicking about making sure we'd get it done.
I'm also just wondering how much was just a single bit of slapstick. Like
Not much, since improv doesn't slapstick and improv doesn't really translate well.
that's true. There's a lot of slaps.
And speaking of 4 setups, Zenek, here we are. 4 setups indeed. But we're getting there.
I was assuming a scene transition when you said that ID.
No, it's still going. It's still going.
And you just didn't. It's like he's like, speaking of 4 setups, here's the game. It's like,
no.
No, Brett.
I thought you understood comedy. See, this is comedy.
No, I don't.
It's a reversal of your expectations. Yeah.
Yeah, comedy's legal now.
Comedy died for me when the pandemic happened.
Fair enough.
And it's been a chore ever since. And so part of my existence is just dead. And I'm trying to pick up the pieces.
And make them into some kind of weird avant-garde art piece you can take around to shows.
Just my existence as an avant-garde art piece.
Yeah, but I mean, how much do you get paid to show it off?
I have to pay to show it off.
Oh.
That's the world of being a theater person. If you're not, like, on Broadway or making movies. I'm not pretty enough to be paid the big bucks.
I'm sad.
The world of theater is a cruel place. Invest in crypto, everybody.
It'll always remain solvent. We're going to the moon.
But other ways to fill time, movies, they're coming out with more of them.
Shambles, when was the last time you saw a movie?
Like in a theater?
Yes.
I saw Everything Everywhere All at Once in a theater.
A while ago.
So yeah, then.
I think the last movie I saw in a theater was Black Widow movie.
I saw
there's your
Puss in Boots in a
mistake.
theater like 2 days ago. Yesterday.
Really?
Yeah, it was good. It was really good, actually. I recommend it. Oddly enough, it was quite good.
I mean, nothing's gonna top Everything Everywhere All at Once for me. It was honestly
fair.
the perfect movie.
And now you're done?
Yeah, no, they perfected the art. People should just stop trying.
Of movies?
Yeah.
Have you seen that quote from the Last of Us people? They're making the Last of Us show. They said,
When you call it the Last of Us show, it sounds like a comedy act.
it does. They said most
they're
games are
doing-
pretty simple. You jump on enemies, you die, you have to insert another quarter to continue. The Last of Us changed that. So clearly they're pretty well versed when it comes to video games. They're adapting.
I'm just I'm just seeing a thing where Ellie is just going, "Oh, Joel, did you beat another raider in the head with a brick again?" And then he just does a smirk and shrugs to the audience, who just has a laugh track.
I mean, I wish there were more like parody, like satire movies that got released that aren't like the bad versions.
Like epic movie.
Yeah, like I want more like
really high
Mel
quality
Brooks,
stuff.
like Mel Brooks-esque stuff than whatever the Zucker brothers stuff were.
Hmm.
There was a show that featured Rashida Jones that was called Angie Tribeca, which was almost trying to emulate what the old Smoking Gun
Naked Gun.
movies were. What?
Naked Gun.
Yeah, Naked Gun, not Smoking Gun. The Naked Gun movies.
Yeah.
And I appreciated that because that's the easy form of like slapstick that we were talking about. That
Yeah, the
just
Police
always
Squad
lands.
TV show is awesome. It's only 6 episodes, and they kind of do like the same joke in every episode. But Bright Shadow got a really slow download for some reason, so we're just kind of waiting for Bright Shadow to download this game.
Yeah, but I wish there were more Angie Tribeca-esque shows. There's nothing wrong with like all the current TV shows that are out there, but there's just a lot of it is just way too serious for my taste. Like
Yeah,
it's not bad, but it's just like, gosh, I don't want to watch another like rich person drama about murder and scandal.
Yeah, there was actually I did see some of Glass Onion. Like the back half, I don't.
Sarah, I might be confusing the people who made like the scary movies with the people who made Naked Gun. Because the early stuff like that is great, but the later stuff is where it kind of just like falls off the rails and turns into just bad.
So I have a question. Would you consider latter day Adam Sandler movies in this bad parody?
Well, those aren't really parodies. Those are just somebody who's not funny making movies that aren't funny.
I mean, he's a parody of himself.
I watched Pixels over Thanksgiving because my brother was like, you got to see it at least once, like knowing it was bad. And man, it was hard to get through. It's hard to get through a video game movie where they clearly don't really know what they're talking about. One guy does a cheat code in Pac-Man. Like there was a super speed cheat that you could do on the arcade version of Pac-Man, and because of that he won a contest. I think that's kind of insane.
Adam Sandler's just a weird case because like Adam Sandler can act. He just doesn't.
Yeah, well, there's a difference between acting and being like a comedian. I don't know. Like his comedy was never really very good, honestly. He's a good dramatic actor.
Like
he's good in Uncut Gems and Funny People.
Like, yeah. But like there's some of his earlier stuff. Like I love Happy Gilmore. I think that's a stupid movie. It is. I know it's not good.
Yeah, it's been a long time since I've seen it, but it's probably still pretty funny.
I will go to bat for a large amount of stupid crap. That was a statement, by the way. I don't have any continue. Just backing you up on liking Happy Gilmore.
I mean, there's
stupid.
there's dumb movies that I will watch, but there's also dumb movies that I just can't stand.
Yeah. It's a hard line to walk.
But I have weird tastes, and I know that I have weird tastes.
I mean, that's the secret. There isn't somebody has this.
I'm running out of things to fill time with.
I know. It's really... Ugh.
I had some tacos for dinner. It was nachos and a quesadilla. It's kind of spread out, like, and extended the lunch into dinner. I think they shorted me on my beef because it was very lacking. Right now, we're just kind of killing time until
BrightShadow has a weird alias that I didn't know about.
Yeah, we're trying to fill time right now while the racers are getting set up because we've got a double. And it just happens to be a very big download.
It's now done, and we're switching.
Oh, we are. This isn't a bit this time, right?
It wasn't really a bit last time. I was just complaining about how much setup there was to do. Here we are for Dragon Valor for the Sony PS1.
I can't wait for all this to be broken.
Oh, yeah, you would curse the stream, Cyro.
No, I've tried to get out ahead of it. I'm trying to say, hey, I'm expecting it to be broken, therefore it wouldn't be funny if it was.
No ID.
Trust me on this, all right?
I'm trusting you.
It's a bit. It was a bit all along.
Okay. Okay.
And we're back.
Okay.
So Dragon Valor. This is a PS1 game. I know almost nothing about this.
So, if I remember correctly, this is actually an entry in the Dragon Slayer series. Like the ancient arcade games.
The Falcon games?
Yeah.
And we have started. So our goal is just to beat Chapter 1. And we're starting with a prologue, so I'm assuming there'll be prologue and Chapter 1.
Yes.
It was published by Namco, but I'm trying to see if it was.
Oh, okay. That's what this game looks like. Oh, so it's okay. So it's a 2D side scroller.
Yes.
Kind of. It's 3D. It's kind of like a beat 'em up, I guess.
Oh, okay.
Well, I mean, there's 3D in that. There's an upper and low. Like the plane goes upper and lower, but like.
You have to run into the background sometimes. I mean,
occasionally.
I did play this. This is a backup, but I played it. I didn't time myself or anything. I was mostly just making sure that the backups were playable and not like horrible.
It feels a little defensive ID, but it's all right.
Well, I mean, we'll see how it goes. I mean, you know, it is what it is.
You don't have to qualify why this is in the pool.
It's been in the pool. The first race, several people finished around 34 minutes. And then someone else finished 39. The only other race was the full game of this between Jal and some girl, which was like 6 hours.
Okay, sorry, it's the Dragon Buster series.
I don't know nothing about no Dragon Buster.
That's Namco's dragon slaying arcade series.
Got it.
I got my ancient dragon killing series wrong.
Well, Maurice is off to an early lead.
Yeah, to no surprise, Maurice is already in the lead.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, the slash down. Did somebody pin the paste pin? Yeah, Mooware made it happen.
Yeah, there's a fair amount of
So if you
like-
don't see an enemy number in the corner, you don't have to kill them. I forget if that's in the paste pin, but that's something that the player should figure out.
Oh, Maurice wasting time. Broke 2 boxes.
So the issue is that you can get good things from boxes, but you don't necessarily. Man, this slam attack is strong. I wasn't doing the slam.
Click
Yeah,
Come on,
the
and
book.
slam
Slam
if you want to
rules.
jam.
that there's a lot of different mechanics in this. Like there's a crouch. There's all sorts of different slashes.
Yeah, you
that
can do
go
like a
through.
spin attack. I remember that being pretty good.
Yep. And you can. I don't believe our man here will be able to do it, but you do get magic later on.
Yeah, he just got fire magic.
Okay, he did.
Which you have to equip in the menu, but and is very useful.
Yes.
I think it does good damage on bosses. I'm having trouble remembering exactly how this game goes, but
it's not terribly a memorable game. I'm gonna admit that. It does have a little wrinkle in it that's pretty interesting, but I'm not sure we'll be able to see that.
yeah, this Cerberus is strong. You got to be careful here.
Well, not if you're Maurice, and just kill it.
Yeah,
Although-
it has low health though, so dying sends you back a ways. I think it sends you back to the beginning of the level. Dormiens has equipped the magic,
Yes.
and so has Bungaboo. Maurice and BrightShadow have not. For this dragon boss though, should equip the magic.
Yeah, here's our dragon.
And BrightShadow equipping the magic. Oh, magic just destroys the Cerberus.
Yeah. Maurice should really equip the magic that he got. I don't know. Choose him not to.
I'm gonna guess he forgot he had it.
Probably didn't read.
I mean, it said fire level 1. I mean, I thought, you know, maybe, but...
I mean, Maurice has been doing well with just this downward slash, so.
Yeah, but has
He-
low health.
Yeah, he has taken a
5
fair amount of
HP.
damage.
3 HP.
Check your inventory or something. Oh! That's a death.
Yep.
Now, let's see how far this puts him back. Well, I mean, Dormiens is entering this fight with 1 HP.
Yeah, likely
believe-
also gonna die.
Yeah, that it does put you back at the boss if you reach.
Okay, so not terrible.
No, but this magic does good damage. I mean, I think that's really gonna hold him back.
Oh, and just like, you know, Maurice.
Oh, it doesn't
screams-
equip it! There we go.
I can't believe you're telling Maurice what to do like
If
that.
you-
No.
It would be. I think it would be really funny if he just skimmed over it, just like fire on a dragon. What is that gonna do?
But Bungaboo gets the kill on the dragon, so
Wow.
presumably finishing this prologue. Also, though, what a weak dragon.
Well, there's a lot
mean,
of dragons in the game, I assume.
Yes. You also do have. You have a magic sword.
Oh, and then BrightShadow clutching out the victory there with 3 HP.
Mm-hmm. The dragon does have a weak spot. You will never guess where it is.
It's I.
Yeah, there you go.
The pasteman does say to do magic and says it's equipped on the status screen.
Yeah, Maurice don't need no magic.
But yeah, so far, all of our racers seem to be neck and neck in their respective matches. Very slight lead, if anything.
Will Maurice get the final hit?
It has such a long dying animation.
There we go.
it's loading. You gotta.
Dormiens is slightly ahead here.
It is a PS1 game. You gotta give it time to spin up.
It's true.
Both BrightShadow and Bungaboo are doing the strat of not engaging with any of the enemies.
That's good. You only need to kill them if they're on the bottom of the screen, if there's an enemy number. I think that's in the
BrightShadow
Facebook.
actually takes the lead.
True. But Bungaboo got a health potion.
Beating these very polite brutes.
Yeah, they're not super aggressive, are they?
Holding what looks to be meat cleavers.
Look, everybody knows you gotta give somebody, a chance. You gotta give them some space before you chop them in half. That's just courtesy.
Got this cutscene. Whatever BrightShadow did, now has got more of an extended lead.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think he just carved through these warriors a bit quicker.
A pretty close
Maurice-
match up top.
And now we have a level select.
We got a lead change. Maurice is in the lead now.
Yeah, I think it's just Maurice paid no mind to any of the enemies, where I think Dormiens maybe fought a few of them.
Maurice should really use magic. Not even really trying to use it, I think, is a mistake. It says Circle uses magic in the paste bin.
I mean, both he and Dormiens are taking the same approach to that. So.
Oh, but
Oh.
Maurice takes another death.
Maurice
Ooh.
died. That could really put him back.
Dormiens, meanwhile, just throws some fireballs and he proceeds.
And it looks like our bottom racers did read the paste bin correctly.
They did go to the border fortress.
The Bungaboo taking a death. This is a bit of a setback for Maurice.
Yeah.
And taking the time to collect the items.
Not horrible, although none of them helped him there. There we go. Now he used some magic.
Yeah, he did pick up an MP restore, so
I think it gets used right when you pick it up. It's not a...
no,
It doesn't go in your
That's not-
inventory.
Okay.
Yeah, he's looking for it in his inventory, and I don't think he's
Yeah.
going to find it.
Oof. I forgot about that part. BrightShadow fighting some rhinoids.
Maurice gets the kill.
Nice.
Isn't too terribly far behind, just a cutscene away.
Yeah, Dormiens took a death.
Dormien's doing good shielding for these knights. That's good, because dying costs a lot of time.
Mm-hmm. And also, shielding itself is pretty easy. You just face the enemy and you don't move.
Is there not a button for it? I don't remember.
I don't believe there is no button. I believe it's just you can't be doing anything. And you can't do anything.
All right, BrightShadow running through this fortress town.
What is Maurice doing? Increase attack power. You've got it. It's there.
I think he's just trying to equip it.
Yeah,
you don't
he's
have
trying
to.
use it.
You don't have to equip it. He's got it.
Oh, he's still looking to see if he has the EMP thing.
with the heal, which is good.
Bungaboo is through the fortress, it seems like.
Yeah, Bungaboo saving.
Mm-hmm.
Dormiens fighting 2 rhinos.
Fully armored rhinos with sabers.
Oh, BrightShadow must have gone through because this is the same area, so BrightShadow's still ahead.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Fighting the Lizard Man.
I like that he's actually called Lizard Man, too.
Little known fact, same lizard man from Soul Calibur 2.
But not Soul Calibur 2.
Yeah. No, that'd be ridiculous. Dormiens clearing the fort. Maurice coming up to the same fight. I believe it's either this room or the next one.
Dormiens is playing it very safe, which is good. Not taking a lot of damage. Ooh, Maurice cutting through these rhinoids. Saving the heal for after the fight. Wrong move.
Picking up this tome.
I think that's another
Mine.
magic spell. Yeah, that's mine,
Yeah.
which Bungaboo has equipped. Oh, BrightShadow taking a death.
See how far that puts him back.
Wasn't that at the start of... Is that the forest, or is that still
It's
the
the
city?
road to Rex's castle.
Nice,
So,
yeah, so that's not
was
so
the very
bad.
start.
It does send you back to the beginning of the whatever level you're on when you took when you died.
What is that beeping?
I think that's all those enemies chasing Maurice that he opted not to kill. And they're just like kind of attacking. You notice Dormiens was in the fight with Lizard Man with a bunch of them. Maurice is pretty close to
those
that
things.
screen. So I think has
Yeah, the
actually
little
made up
bit.
some time.
Oh, I think this is, yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely the ghost guys. Sneaking through the mines.
Dormiens is moving on. Maurice has to kill the Will-O-Wisps and the Lizard Man.
Trying to do the plunging attack, I think, and
Yeah.
there we go. Clears the field.
Oh, good smash. Oh, and Dormiens is in a shop?
Yes.
Yeah, I think you have to go to it, but you can just leave
okay.
right away. It says, the paceman says don't bother shopping, it's slow.
Yeah, Bungaboo just getting to the Lizard Man.
And doing the spin attack, but
And died to
Uh,
Lizard Man, so Bungaboo is now pretty significantly behind,
yeah.
pretty significantly
Bright
behind BrightShadow. Dormiens is being careful not to die to those plants there.
Yeah, hits in this game are fairly costly, like, especially plants like that. That's like a fifth of your health.
Yeah. If you're saying that people finish this up in like 35 minutes, that's about... We're probably halfway towards the goal at this point.
Yeah, I would think so. I don't have a super strong memory of levels in this game.
I mean, we did just complete 3 stages. There's 3 stages left for BrightShadow.
Ooh, those guys have an upper attack.
Yep, they do. It's real
Nice,
nasty.
but got the health. Oh, Dormiens with low health here.
Very low health.
Needs to be careful. Oh, destroying the mines with
Fire.
magic?
Yeah.
And getting that health, that's good.
It's not too much, but it's enough.
Yeah. Oh
And
no,
another Cerberus.
Maurice grabbed the mushroom which poisons him. It says in the paste bin, don't get the mushrooms. I remember that. I don't remember where that's listed.
I feel Dormiens here is up against a rock in a hard place.
Oh. Yeah, this is low health. It's gonna be difficult. Difficult fight. Although BrightShadow made it through this somehow. HP max plus 8. Dormiens also got that.
This is gonna get this HP
Maurice
up.
knows he needs health.
And he
Nice,
clears
found it. Wow, 1 health.
BrightShadow, meanwhile, cleaving his way through the castle without much problem. Full health, full MP.
Jeez, this is a hard fight. Rough.
Oh.
Maurice taking a death there. It's gonna be hard to recover from that. Yeah, some beat 'em ups can't be played because you just kind of press the same button over and over, and so you can't really be good at it when it comes to racing it.
Yeah, Maurice is probably not feeling great right now.
No, well, and is pretty significantly behind. Dormien's taken a death on purpose, which I think is the right move here. When you go in with 1 health.
Definitely. BrightShadow coming up to the boss of the stage.
Frank did in chat race this initially. Race comment is probably should have taken a tactical death, so we know that that's a good move.
Oh, BrightShadow missed the HP up.
I wouldn't have rejected this. I played it to see if it was any good. I don't think it should be rejected.
And BrightShadow beating whatever this doofus is.
He has a extendable lance for an arm.
Yeah, Frank said you did. You finished in 34 minutes. Versus Triscor. Or at least Triscor was in the race. Well, I mean, I'm one of the testers, and I would have said accept. So I don't know if that's true, maybe. Maurice using the magic much more tactically now. Coming out with a high amount of health into the next level.
BrightShadow showing that he read the paste bin.
Oh, Maurice didn't pick up the tome.
Never mind.
Maurice needs to go back and pick up the magic tome that dropped.
Yep.
True. Bungaboo on this hard fight at the end of Road to Raxus Castle. I
Oh, no,
don't think he's
BrightShadow
gonna
didn't
get
do
through it. No. 2 health with 2 guys still alive is a difficult place to be in.
Also, BrightShadow did flip the correct switches. I misread his spin. I didn't use it. Me.
Fighting what the heck is Flesh Demon? Okay.
Flesh Demon.
Getting real descriptive with these monsters.
I mean, I don't.
Maurice
know
has the
you're
enemy
using
counter
that.
on screen.
Everybody knows what a Flesh Demon is.
He isn't seeing this enemy counter on screen.
There's more than one enemy.
That's just how many you have to kill to move on, I think. That's how I interpreted it.
No, I think it was a specific enemy you had to kill.
It wanted a specific guy.
Oh, the key. That'll do it.
This is looking like a final boss here, but
For Dormiens?
no, for BrightShadow.
Oh. Ryman.
I think he's in the Alchemist Tower. So there's one left after this.
Dormien's taking another game over. I didn't check
BrightShadow
to see.
making. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I didn't see if that was intentional or not.
He had just started the tower, so.
Okay, so it probably was.
Yeah. BrightShadow was making pretty good use of the mind magic to sort of stun juggle the boss here.
Timo, I'm
But
not
I'll-
looking at the pay spin. I'm just commenting what I see in front of me.
I mean,
I
you
think
also know the name
Bungaboo
of
switching
the
to this
game
mind
is-
magic was a bad move.
Oh, for this fight, yeah, I wouldn't do that.
Well,
he
Bungaboo's been
agrees.
using it ever since they got it, but I don't think it's better than fire. I remember trying it and thinking that it wasn't better than fire.
Okay, fighting Raymond again. This,
Raymond, I love that guy.
Everybody does.
I've heard that. We got some explosives, we got some poison.
Alright, Maurice getting the clear on Volif. BrightShadow kind of not having a good time with Raymond.
Does switch to the healing magic, which I think might be a good call overall.
So how does this work? Is Alchemist Tower the final?
No, Catacombs is the final.
Got it.
You'll know when the final boss is because it'll be a dragon.
I mean, that makes sense.
Alright, looks like BrightShadow's got the hang of this now. Probably will get the clear.
Switch to heal magic, which is probably a good call.
Yeah, I think for this fight in particular, he's just really mobile. He's very fast. He's gonna tag you.
Maurice pausing, probably to look at the pace bin to get the lever order.
Yeah, you have to hold it. What was it? Red, blue, and green, it says on the pace bin?
Yep. Dormiens entering the boss of the Alchemist Tower.
Nice. Ooh.
And
Yeah,
you can see
Bungaboo
here
is indeed in fourth of the people on screen. And is behind BrightShadow, because BrightShadow is the furthest along of anybody on screen.
BrightShadow is playing this game masterfully.
Mm-hmm.
And
Sokoban
here
detected.
this is our Sokoban detected moment. Challenging puzzles.
You know, it tests your reflexes and your brain.
Like, what an odd thing to include in this.
Yeah, push it 2 squares. Pretty funny.
They do show up later, but I don't remember them being, you know, all that exciting.
They rarely are.
Gets the clear on Raymond. So still maintaining that lead. But entering the final area of the goal. Maurice not picking up the mushroom again.
Yes, good move.
Oh, and there's just mushrooms everywhere in the catacombs.
Along with spawning ghosts to make you run into them.
Jeez. Raymond throws Raymond here throws an insane bomb at you.
Oh yeah, he does those repeatedly, back to back.
Hearing the sound makes it that much more impactful.
Oof, Maurice.
Yeah, this would be a bad death.
I mean, he would come right here to the fight with Raymond again. So.
Oh, really?
No,
Yeah.
no, because I believe BrightShadow actually lost the first time and had to fight the Flesh Demon a second time.
Yeah, I think you'd have to go through this whole level, because this isn't the main boss of the chapter, like that dragon was. Oh, okay. Oh, Dormiens takes a death.
Man, why
Oh,
is
well,
like Maurice's sword like doing so little damage?
The normal slash, I mean, you have to do a combo to get the big damage, but you can't risk taking any hits when you only have 5 health. Oh!
Raymond
Oh!
out with the block.
Wow,
He got him.
that is so disappointing.
Yeah, that's
for-
a rough death.
Incredibly rough. BrightShadow facing off against Revive Volif as Bungaboo faces Volif original flavor.
Yeah, quite a bit behind BrightShadow. It would be difficult to close this gap at this point. I don't know if Maurice has seen that he has heal magic in the menu. That would be a useful thing to equip.
I don't know. I feel like Maurice is kind of tilted right now.
I would be, yeah. Against all of us.
'Cause, yeah, Maurice probably needs Dormiens to just really struggle on this catacombs level in order to make it.
BrightShadow making good use of blocks against Volif's normal attacks.
Yeah, heal magic is strong.
Oh,
Okay, Dormiens on Sokoban detected.
There we go. Doesn't have a lot of health, though.
I mean, as long as Dormiens can make it to the boss.
mm-hmm.
And Dormiens makes it to the boss. Has full MP. I was probably going to take a death here immediately. Yeah, there, Dormien's taking a death. Probably beneficial for him, because we'll get to start this fight with full MP and HP.
Good move.
And BrightShadow is cleaving through revived Volef by just planting his feet, trading blows, healing up, and getting in the occasional block in.
Yeah, heal magic is very strong.
Yeah. I mean, why wouldn't it be, really?
Yeah, just one more hit for BrightShadow.
Dormiens is also caught up to Volef Redux.
I'm guessing that is not yet, because there's still a dragon to fight.
That's a kill on Raimoon. It's defense magic now. We haven't seen any player use defense magic.
Oh, but Dormiens might take another death here to revived Volef. And I think just intentionally took it.
Well, yeah, at that point, I think just didn't think that it was worth trying. Pokemon detected pulling the box. Everyone else pushed the box.
That's our Maurice, always thinking outside the box.
Always thinking outside. Next to the box, I suppose.
I mean, that's outside.
I mean, there is a chance for Maurice to pull this out, but it's gonna take a lot.
It's gonna take a lot.
Because Dormiens is still struggling on this boss.
We have our first finish in race chat. Callback with a time of 34:54.
I think neither Dormiens nor Maurice have really taken to heart the strength of heal magic.
Absolutely. Oh, that's a death for Maurice.
That might put him back at the beginning.
Dormiens
beginning
had,
of Catacombs, but I mean, that's not that far.
Yeah. Dormiens had Volef in a bit of a loop where he was just two-hitting, blocking, two-hitting, blocking.
Yeah, I wouldn't really call this an RPG, Roar. Maybe if, like, later on in the game. It's pretty much just a beat-em-up.
Yeah, it's very light.
Combat
RPG
game.
elements. Yeah, there's no experience or anything.
But Maurice is, like, I don't know if Maurice pays attention to the IRC, but seeing someone else finish is not something Maurice is used to.
No, not in some senses, for sure.
So that might be, like, you know, it's just like, Maurice has got to be kicking this into high gear in order to actually make it through.
Yeah, I mean, it's that heal magic, not opening the menu after you get each magic. Doesn't take that long to just pause. You know, I mean, you should at least check, and it actually says it on screen also, but I understand maybe missing it.
So there is another part of this Volef fight going on where if they get too far away, he does a Psycho Crusher, which is unblockable. So Dormiens here is trying to keep him in range so that he doesn't do that.
Yeah, but looking down at BrightShadow's got the dragon down to pretty much dead HP.
Yeah, I think this is definitely, and with the heal magic.
Yeah, and has at least a fair chunk left, and I think that's the final stab.
That's it.
So Maurice is now on to Volef, I'm pretty sure. So
Yeah.
this is the chance to turn it around.
Oh, and Dormien's so close for the victory there.
Yeah, I think this is going to come down to which one of them realizes they have heal magic first.
Yeah.
Maurice trying to just do fire snipes.
It's not bad, but you gotta dodge the lightning snipes.
And over on BrightShadow's, the little post-chapter crawl, we do have another little mechanic coming up here. Depending on your way through the stage, you, like, the hero settles down, gets married, and has a child who continues to carry on the legacy of the Dragon Buster.
That's what Disc 2
Maurice.
is, you're saying? This game is a 2-disc game. This is an epic.
Yes.
Maurice so close.
Yeah, Oh,
1 HP.
okay.
That's
Oh.
Nope.
I think that means Dormiens has this then. Yep, block. Cartwheel.
BrightShadow
Block.
should have done, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
But named Maurice in his race comment and so pinged him.
And Dormiens
Wow,
takes
cruel.
over full left. So he's gonna fight the dragon way first. But yeah, the fun thing about this little generation thing is, depending on how you took the stage, the person you are in the different generations is itself different. Depending on how you took it, you have completely different protagonists.
It's kind of interesting. It'd be difficult to race much more than this, then.
Yes. Well, as long as everybody takes, the same route, it would be the same person. Yeah.
Oh, well, I think Maurice is going to get the kill here.
Yes. Dormiens, on the other hand, I'm not.
I don't know, you gotta be careful. Maurice is playing fast and loose here. I mean, it would suck to
well,
die at this point, but
Gets the third hit on the combo.
there we go. So this top race is really close.
Well, BrightShadow did finish. I just... not streaming anymore, it looks like.
Oh yeah, here. Oh, sorry, you wanted me to yeah.
Yeah, I want you to done him.
Got
so
it.
we can see that we got a little treasure, got a little trophy. BrightShadow deserves that little trophy.
I'm sorry, I'm watching this.
Yeah, Dormiens is going for the fire shots. Maurice.
They are doing a fair amount.
Okay, I think Maurice is going for the intentional death.
Yeah, I
Yes.
mean, that's the smart move.
But at this point, I don't know. Dormiens has a good amount of HP. The boss, the dragon's almost dead.
Has no MP though.
Yeah, he also does make himself invincible fairly frequently. Yeah, Dormiens has this.
Gonna be close. Maurice is doing damage fast with this fire, and is not missing very frequently. Oh,
And
there
then
it is.
No, it's too late.
There it is.
Dormiens with the upset.
So close.
And Maurice
Is that-
immediately...
Yep.
Was on the
Cut
final
screen.
boss, immediately closing the game. Did not like that one. Let's see if we have Bungaboo audio. I don't think we do. Unless it's really quiet. Well, there we go. We got it.
But yeah, congrats to Dormiens, who also deserves a nice little trophy.
Oh, sorry.
But that's just kind of how sometimes the ball can roll in Mystery Tournament. You just sometimes get a game that does not match up with what you like or what your strengths are.
Or make any sort of logical sense to you. Like Clue Land. Bungaboo coming up with an interesting tactic to bait out Psycho Crusher, and then just hit him before he does it.
1 HP though, 1 HP and a dream, 0 HP and a death.
Let me
It's
see if
still a
I can
dream.
do some magic here.
It's just unfulfilled. Oh, that's right, it increases weapon range as well. The defense magic. So it not only,
Yeah, I could have sworn on the stream layout there was a way to swap this to stream 1. Swap 1 and 2. Well, we'll watch it small for now. Bungaboo's being pretty aggressive on this guy. Does have the heal magic equipped, though. Making a big difference.
I mean, BrightShadow is really the only one to really aggressively use it.
Yeah, well, I mean, the more you use it, the more health you have.
And it's more guaranteed than shooting a fireball and possibly missing. But there's the kill on revived Volif.
Ooh. That's a strong fireball. I don't know if... I mean, at this point, Bungaboo knows that they're not winning this match, but going for...
Right.
You know, the honor of finishing the goal.
Yeah.
No,
going
I just mean
clear.
going for that. You should probably take a death there. If you're down that low. But I guess the guy was below 20%. It's just when you're so low health, you have to fight bosses and be so slow about it. Because you're so... You have to be so careful.
He is making use of an ability we didn't really see anybody else pick up on, the cartwheel dive.
I think Maurice was doing a little bit in the revived Volif fight.
Okay.
We've got more matches.
We
Yes,
do.
there was another give
We
game.
didn't even see it. We may be moving over to it. Well, I mean, we will be moving over to it at some point. But...
Yeah, the weird thing about this game is that there's so much like invulnerability after you hit an enemy.
Well, also, like, the enemies also have invulnerability during certain attacks.
Like it's a strange thing in a beat 'em up esque game.
Yeah, it feels like it's mandating like the more rhythm focused nature of like a of like a strategic brawler or like a
Yeah.
a
I mean,
dark-
it's only bosses. It's kind of like in Mega Man, I guess, where only bosses have iframes and enemies don't.
yeah. But also the bosses don't usually have iframes on their attacks.
Yeah,
Unless
that's
it's,
true.
like, Top man or something.
All right, we are going to be moving on, so Bungaboo will finish on their own, but is making a valiant effort there. I don't want
probably
to hold
finish-
up these other racers in this
We'll
other
probably finish
match.
shortly.